Once upon a time, there was a crow immersed in the profound sadness of its existence. One day, while perched on a tree branch, its eyes filled with tears. At that precise moment, a monk was under that tree, and a tear from the crow fell on his face. Looking up, the monk noticed the crow's distress and curiously asked, "Friend, why do you weep? What is the reason for your tears?" The crow shared its sorrow. "I am deeply dissatisfied with my life. No one loves me. People reject me with disdain, and no one provides me with food. I feel everyone hates me. Death seems like a better option than this existence." Moved by the crow's words, the monk felt compassion and wisely said, "My friend, we must learn to find happiness in all circumstances of life." However, the crow could not grasp the depth of the monk's advice and continued its lament. The monk tried to reassure him, saying, "Do not despair. Tell me, what do you wish to do? With the power of my mantra, I can make it happen." The crow brightened and excitedly replied, "Oh, venerable one, if you can help me, transform me into a swan." With compassion, the monk nodded and said, "Agreed, I will transform you into a swan. But first approach one and ask if it is satisfied with its life. Find out while I wait here." Full of hope, the crow took flight in search of a swan. It found one gliding gracefully on a lake and approached, exclaiming, "How marvelous you are, white as milk, everyone loves you. Surely you must be the happiest bird in the world." But the swan, with a heavy heart, responded, "No, my friend, I am not happy. Despite the beautiful colors of the world, I have none. White seems like an insignificant color. I believe the peacock with its vibrant colors is the happiest bird." Driven by this revelation, the crow sought a peacock. After a long and exhaustive search, it finally found one locked in a cage at a zoo. It observed how people gathered to admire it. When the crowd dispersed, the crow approached the peacock and said, "Dear peacock, you have dazzling beauty. Every day, thousands of people come to see you. Meanwhile, I am always fearful when someone sees me. You must be the happiest bird on the planet." But the peacock, with sadness in its eyes, responded, "I used to believe I was the most beautiful and fortunate bird in the world. But because of my beauty, I was confined to this zoo. People pluck my colorful feathers to make ornaments, and that causes me great pain." It sighed deeply and concluded, "Unfortunately, I'm not a happy bird, my friend." The crow was perplexed to hear the peacock's words. Curious, it asked, "So if you're not happy, who do you think is the happiest bird in the world?" The peacock responded calmly, "After carefully observing in the zoo, I realized that you, crow, are the only bird not locked in a cage. People don't try to catch you or limit your flight. In these days, I have reflected on the idea that if I were a crow, I would fly freely everywhere and truly be free." Upon hearing these words, the crow flew away and, for the first time, felt truly happy being itself. It returned to the monk and declared with wisdom, "I do not wish to be anything else. I am content as I am." This story leaves us with a truth that we often forget in our daily rush. It reminds us that in our constant pursuit of happiness, we get lost in empty comparisons and insatiable desire for what others have. We fall into the trap of thinking that joy lies in achieving what we don't possess, and thus, we entangle ourselves in a web of envy and discontent. But in reality, the true magic of happiness lies in appreciating what we already have, in valuing the small everyday blessings that often go unnoticed. A friendly smile, the warm sun caressing our skin, the scent of rain refreshing the air. True wealth is not measured by material possessions, but by the ability to find joy in the simple, in what is already present in our lives. So let's carry this lesson in our hearts, like an invaluable treasure that guides us toward a fuller life. Let's free ourselves from the burden of comparisons and embrace the wonder of our own journey. Each of us has a unique story, filled with experiences, challenges, and joys that have shaped us. By learning to love and accept who we are, and by appreciating what we have in this moment, we will find true happiness, one that doesn't depend on what others have or external expectations. Imagine this: you're on a path, a trail full of opportunities and challenges. As you walk, you begin to notice the luxurious, shiny houses belonging to others. They may seem impressive from the outside, right? But you know what? You don't have to worry about those other people's houses. You have your own path and your own goals. In life, we often get distracted by looking at what others have, their achievements, possessions, appearances. But here's the truth: everyone has their own story, their own struggles and triumphs. Focusing on others' wealth only steers you away from your true goals. Instead of spending energy admiring what others have, we should look within ourselves. We all have unique abilities, passions, and gifts that make us special. Rather than comparing yourself to others, why not focus on cultivating your own virtues? Maybe you're incredibly creative, incredibly kind, or incredibly dedicated. These are your strengths. So how can you achieve your goals? It's simple. Discover what you're good at, what you're passionate about, and work on that. Develop your talents, learn new skills, and keep your focus on your own accomplishments. True wealth comes from recognizing and nurturing your internal virtues. Remember, everyone has their own journey. Don't worry about the shiny houses you see on others' paths. Focus on building your own path, one filled with authenticity and success based on your own virtues. That's the key to reaching your goals and finding true satisfaction in life. Did you understand? You don't need what others have to find happiness. You already have everything you need within you and around you. May this teaching accompany you at every step, reminding you that true joy arises when we learn to appreciate and celebrate the beauty of our own existence. May your path be illuminated by gratitude and acceptance, leading you towards genuine and lasting happiness. Now is the perfect time to join our community. If this message has inspired you and you want more motivating stories and advice, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. Likewise, you can watch the story that appears on the screen.